Good afternoon, everybody. All right, today I'm going to break down the Kansas City's draft class of 2021. Me personally, I loved it. I loved all about it. As you can see, Nick Bolton and Humphreys, pass rusher, cannot say his name, Noah Gray, Powell, and Smith. Overall, I loved this class. Everything what Brett Veach did, I loved every bit of it. Nick Bolt's going to be a stud. Um, at first I was just like, why do we not? I was a little questionable about it, but the more I looked into it, what he can do, this was the right move to possibly replace Anthony Hitchens, not within this year, but in the future, maybe next year, possibly. Um, Most likely next year. So he's definitely more a strong side Mike linebacker in this 4-2-5 look. So I really like that. This kid, Creed, draft steal. I was very pumped to get him. Think he's a stud center. He fits their scheme, zone blocking. I love every bit about it. The edge, stud, athletic, good frame. Play opposite side with Frank Clark. He'll bring a lot. Noah Gray, now, he's an interesting player. The reason I put the mouse right there. Um, I was kind of questioning a little bit. I'm like, well, why do we? I mean, there was other needs to get for, of course. But now, the more I look what he brings, he can play in the slot. He's more like a switch army guy. Basically, you can line him up, kind of like what Travis Kelsey does in the slot there, multiple formations. He brings a lot to the table. So to look at the bigger picture right now, it's huge. To see what he can bring, this possibly could be their answer of a number two tight end that I haven't seen in years. For a while, there's been solid ones who were good, but Noah could probably reach that potential. Probably this kid, another steal, project in the works. He's going to be that potential number two receiver, maybe be that number two guy that can run those routes. I thought he was a steal. Surprised he lasted that long. In day three, I thought people would want him more, but man, super pumped about this. Very pumped. Smith. This one I was a little bit there, but the more I looked at him as a needed offensive guard, this guy could be the steal. Not in the entire draft. I know I've said so far a few prospects, but the way he plays as a right guard, he may not start this year. Obviously not. He'd be a developed player, but the ceiling of him is very big. It's very big for him to his potential to be the kind of guard that Kansas City wants, and I'm pretty excited about his potential, his story. When he went for blood clots, 2 different years at Tennessee, but the film shows it, his potential, footwork there, can play in the scheme, gap control style kind of guard. I'm very excited. Overall for this draft, I was very excited for the Chiefs. Got what they needed. I think they could have done a little bit more, but I'm pretty happy with what I see. And I'm very pleased with how this draft went.